So look at Anthony Ryder from South Lyon, Michigan, recently selected as the Lions 2020 Fan of the Year. He has a passion about sports broadcasting.
With the 112th selection in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Amon-Ra St. Brown, wide receiver, USC. One pride, baby! Yeah!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Lions video. Now, yesterday was a little bit of a negative video, right? We talked about Penei Sewell, the potential that he has and the room he still has to grow, but at the same time mentioned the struggles that he has been going throughout the offseason and the preseason as a player, giving up pressures here and there, giving up a sack in week 1, and not transitioning to the NFL as cleanly as you would like to see. However, some other rookies are not so slow to develop, as there are certain rookies that are making plays in training camp, making plays in preseason, and are already looking to be NFL stars. And today, we're going to talk about one of those players. Today, we are going to be taking a look at a more positive note, and we are going to be talking about the success of Derrick Barnes, the 4th round linebacker from this most recent draft class. Now, Derrick Barnes is a player that was selected with the 113th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft and was expected to be a player to develop. Expected to be a player that maybe gets in here and there, maybe gets in for certain packages, but he's a player that is not a full-time starting linebacker right off the bat, but a player that definitely has the tools and skills to develop into that full-time starting middle linebacker role. Now, Derrick Barnes, as early as the first preseason game and even as early as training camp, has showed that he is more valuable than a 4th round pick would suggest. He is more valuable than the 113th selection would have you believe, because I can tell you there are not 113 rookies right now that are playing better football than Derrick Barnes. Now, Derrick Barnes in week 1 played very limited snaps. I believe he only got one series with the Detroit Lions defense, and that was the first series of the second half, and he played just 3 snaps. Now, in the first snap, he didn't really get involved very much. They kind of avoided him, kind of went to the other side of the field. The linebacker, I believe Jalen Reeves-Maybin, made the play, tackled the running back, but Derrick Barnes was flying across the field and dove just in case Jalen Reeves-Maybin missed. He was in position to make the tackle just in case his teammate screwed up. However, Jalen Reeves-Maybin did make the tackles, so Derrick Barnes was not asked to do a whole lot. Now, on the next play, there was a bootleg rollout by the quarterback, and this was the exact same play that the Lions gave up a touchdown on just a couple of series prior. And Derrick Barnes saw this play, recognized the play, got out to the sideline, got into the flats to defend the tight end, and just as the quarterback was checking it down, just as the Buffalo Bills completed the pass, Derrick Barnes was right there, right on the line of scrimmage to make the open field tackle on the tight end and limit it to a 0 yard, if not a negative yardage gain on the play. It was a phenomenal play, very good read, very good instincts, and even very good coverage ability by a player that was not expected to be a very good coverage linebacker. Then the third play and the final play that he participated in on that series and in that game was, of course, the blitz, where he was sent on a blitz. He was wide open. Aaron Glenn once again dialed up a really good concept for a blitz. It got home. Derrick Barnes came straight through, came flying at the quarterback, and unfortunately didn't get the sack, but did get the quarterback hit, did get the quarterback knocked down just as the Bills starting quarterback got rid of the football. It could have been a sack. It probably should have been a sack, but unluckily enough for Derrick Barnes, he was about just a half a second too late, and the quarterback was just able to get rid of the ball. However, he did force the incompletion and did force the punt on the drive, and that kind of hyped up the defense. That kind of get them going a little bit, and the defense stood very tough for a majority of that game. And I think a lot of it, especially the second half, starting off very strong with the good play of Derrick Barnes, was a big part of why the defense was able to play so solid and kind of gave the defense that energy that they needed to start off the second half. Now, Derrick Barnes got an expanded role in week 2 and played a lot more time for the Detroit Lions defense, and let's just say Derrick Barnes was the player of the defense for the Lions. He came away with 6 tackles, a sack, a tackle for loss, 2 passes defended, one of which should have been an interception on the goal line that just narrowly fell out of his hands. He should have caught it. It was a pass that he read phenomenally, had great instincts on the play, but just barely dropped that football, which was unfortunate, but still a great play by Derrick Barnes, and of course had a QB hit as well. Derrick Barnes was by far the best defensive player for the Detroit Lions at Heinz Field a couple of nights ago, and Derrick Barnes overall just showed exactly what he's capable of. He looked good in coverage. He looked good in run support. He had a really good instincts. He looked fast. He was sideline to sideline. He played like the ideal linebacker for the Detroit Lions. He was fast, aggressive, instinctual. He was confident, and most importantly, he was a leader. Derrick Barnes was a leader of men that night. He was in charge of the defense. He was calling the defense. He was talking to teammates on the sideline. If they made a mistake, you better believe Derrick Barnes was out there hyping him up. You better believe Derrick Barnes was right there next to him saying, you know what? Yeah, you screwed up, but this is how you fix it, and you're going to get it next time. He was hyping up his teammates. He's getting them in the right spot. He's calling the plays. He was the captain of the defense for the second team defense in Pittsburgh, and he looked phenomenal doing it. He looked like a natural leader. He looked like a natural role model for players to follow. As a rookie player, that is not something that is very common. Rookies especially do not usually have captain-like qualities. They don't usually have the qualities to lead a defense, whether it be the first team, second team, or special teams. It doesn't matter. Rookies don't do this. Rookies don't shine like this, especially not players taken in the 4th round. Derrick Barnes is a rare talent, and it is one of the biggest steals, if not the biggest steal of the draft so far. And again, he was taken at pick 113, but I can guarantee you there are not 113 players from this rookie class that are playing better football than Derrick Barnes played in Pittsburgh. You know, Derrick Barnes 2 weeks in a row got home on a linebacker blitz. That's kind of the role that was kind of designed for him. That's the role that a lot of people thought he was going to play, was kind of that blitzing linebacker. Like, you know, you're just going to send him on blitzes. He's a really good pass rusher. You could put him on the line. You could put him standing up. Doesn't matter. You can use him a lot of different ways to put pressure on the quarterback, and he's been very good at that. He's been blitzing. He's been rushed a couple of times off the line. He has looked really, really good as a pass rusher, but that's where we expected Derrick Barnes to excel. So it's not necessarily something that is, you know, out of this world, not something that is unexpected at all from the rookie linebacker. But what has been unexpected has been his coverage instincts and his ability to play and tackle in open space, something that the Detroit Lions linebackers and something that the Detroit Lions as a defense struggled a lot with last year. The Detroit Lions were top of the NFL in missed tackles a season ago, and I don't know if Derrick Barnes has missed a tackle yet in the preseason. He has been very good in open space. Again, that play against the Buffalo Bills, one-on-one with the tight end with nobody within probably 20 yards of the two, and Derrick Barnes wraps up, read the play incredibly well, and showed actually decent pass coverage ability because obviously he was in the right spot right as the tight end caught it, but even better, showed the ability to wrap up, showed the ability to tackle in open space, and showed those coverage instincts, things that maybe were question marks coming into the season, question marks going into training camp, and question marks of his game when he was drafted. Those are all things that he has shown improvement in, things that he has excelled at, and things that I would even say are looking at like strengths of his game as of right now with the Detroit Lions, which I think is just a really, really big kudos to Mark Delhomme, the linebackers coach, but also Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator, for scheming things up and helping Derrick Barnes develop so incredibly quickly. You know, overall, Derrick Barnes hasn't been a phenomenal rookie, and I would even go as far to say is that he has been the most impressive rookie in the preseason. Yes, Penei has had his moments. Yes, Levi looked very good last night. Aleem has had his moments. You know, Ifedi even had a couple moments here and there in the first 2 games. Amon-Ra St. Brown, my personal favorite rookie, a guy that has played phenomenally during training camp, hasn't put up the numbers in the preseason games, but you can see the danger that he poses to opposing defenses. You can see exactly how he is. Jamar Jefferson has had a couple of good carries here and there, but I don't think anybody has shown the consistency, and I don't think anybody has shown the playmaking ability that Derrick Barnes has shown, at least from the rookie class. Derrick Barnes is a very special player. Derrick Barnes is a player that should be starting sooner rather than later, because when 55 is on the field for the Detroit Lions are a better football team. The Detroit Lions are a better defense, and if Derrick Barnes is playing, the defense is going to improve. If 55 is on the field, if he is starting alongside Jamie Collins, if he is starting alongside, you know, whatever other linebacker they want to put in there, Derrick Barnes makes the defense better. As a leader, as a football player, as a pass coverage guy, as a pass rusher, whatever role you want him to play, he's going to play it. However hard you want Derrick Barnes to work, he's going to work harder. Whatever role you need Derrick Barnes to complete, he will do his absolute best. Derrick Barnes will put 115% of effort into everything that he does, and that is showing up on the field. The effort shows up. The willingness shows up. The mindset shows up. The physicality shows up. The pass rushing ability shows up. The coverage ability shows up, and the leadership ability shows up. Derrick Barnes has been special. Derrick Barnes should be starting sooner rather than later. I don't know if he's going to start week 1. I don't know if he starts alongside Jamie Collins against the Indianapolis Colts on Friday night, but he should. He absolutely should, because Derrick Barnes makes the team better. Derrick Barnes makes the defense a better defense. It makes the linebacker room a better linebacker room. And when Derrick Barnes is on the field, good things happen because Derrick Barnes makes those things happen. So all that being said, that is all for you guys today. Again, I wanted to have a very positive video. I wanted to have a video where we just kind of praise a rookie, praise a guy that has been playing out of his mind, that has been playing extraordinary football, and a player that may just end up being a cornerstone of our future. But with all that being said, that is all for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about Derrick Barnes. How do you feel about his play throughout the first 2 preseason games? Do you think Derrick Barnes should be starting at the linebacker position as early as week 1? Or do you want to give him a couple more weeks to really kind of see where he fits in with the first team defense before you give him that much responsibility? Very curious to hear what you guys think about the subject. But with all that being said, that is all for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, as always, go Lions.